All right, Josh Mehling with Zink Foodservice again. We're going to go over some improvements that are going to happen to the Garland G-Series restaurant range. So one of the requests that Garland has gotten, or some of the feedback they've gotten from the field, is that the G-Series range needs a better finishing oven. So a couple of the improvements Garland's going to make to achieve that. Number one, they're going to move the thermostat location from in the center on the top of the oven cavity. It's actually going to move over to the left side of the oven cavity. Still going to be closer to the front, to the door, so that it's more reactive as these guys are putting stuff in and out for part of that finishing process, but it will be on the left side. The reason they're moving that is because what they've noticed is when you overload the top, that heat is reflecting down and it's actually impacting that thermostat and causing it to click on and off when it doesn't need to. The other thing they're going to do is change the way that we distribute the heat from the burner tubes underneath the oven. There's a thick metal plate in there right now, and it's all kind of centralized, so what they're finding is some of the product in the oven is getting a little hotter in the center, so they're going to redistribute that to the side, so it's going to kind of come around each side and envelope the product like that, so you get kind of a better bake on it too, a more even heat. Those are some of the changes coming to the G36 range. This is Josh Mehling with Zink Foodservice Group, Garland brand champ. We're going to go over some of the new features that have been changed on the Garland MCO convection oven. If we open up the doors, you guys are all familiar and are aware that every Garland oven comes standard with the 13 position racks. On the MCO Master Series, we've always marketed that you can do 6 sheet pan capacity. We've changed the baffling system in the back of the oven, so we're going to change the way we distribute the heat in the air throughout the oven, which is going to give us some more even baking patterns. So in the past, we've had some complaints where when they use the oven at its full capacity with 6 sheet pans, they have to be in and out of the oven more frequently to rotate product. They're getting cold spots, hot spots, things of that nature. So with this new baffling system in the back, Christy, if you can kind of zoom in, you can see the slots cut out in the back there, how that's all been totally redesigned. We can look down in the Summit series, which still has the old baffle system, so you can see the difference there. So that's going to be coming out in about a month, starting on the gas units only, and then in a couple months it's going to roll out to the electric units too. So now when you're out talking to your customers about convection air, cooking in the Garland MCO, and you're touting that 6 sheet pan capacity, now you have a true usable even bake 6 sheet pan capacity in the oven.